Hi class, welcome to week three's guidance. This week we're going to talk about how ethics come into play when dealing with technology, especially within the educational realm. Here are some issues that we run into when we talk about technology. Can we just pluck information off the internet and use it? What about permissions? Make sure you read the fair use article that's part of this week's required resources for more information. I once applied for a teaching position at a school in California. When I was brought on board, I was given rights to their database. Much to my surprise, I found 17 new hire packets complete with driver's license, full social security numbers, school transcripts, and personal reference information. And I also decided not to teach there because of their lack of privacy protection. Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 protects the rights of persons with handicaps in programs and activities that receive federal financial assistance. Section 504 protects the rights not only of individuals with visible disabilities, but also those with disabilities that may not be apparent. And you'll see that because along with this presentation, I also provide one that has all the words to it for those folks with hearing issues. What about diversity in different cultures? We always have to keep in mind that not everyone comes from where we come from. We have different values, mores, and perspectives. Especially international students or non-native English speakers. So keep that in mind because someone's ethnic background can certainly affect their ethic background. So we have to keep this in mind when we are using technology. Competency. Are all subject matter experts qualified to teach? This item is here because sometimes when work centers get new software, everyone wants to try it. All of a sudden, non-trainers think that they become trainers because of the software. But we've all learned in previous classes that the tool is only as good as the user. For example, a circular saw is a great piece of machinery, but if I ever got my hands on one, I'd probably either wind up in the hospital or completely tear apart my garage. That's how mechanically inept I am. So the same thing goes here. Software tools are only just that, tools, that we have to have the aptitude and skill to use effectively with the proper background. Here's some of the solutions. Make sure everyone's on the same page. Make sure there aren't any rogue teachers or instructors that are doing their own thing regardless of what the rules say. And this is a nice segue into APA, or your own organization's standards. What do the policies say about using stock images from the internet? How should they be cited? Ideally, your own organization would have its own graphics designers so that ownership and permissions wouldn't be a problem. But that's not the case for all work centers. Look to your school's standards and then make sure you follow them. Or better yet, ask your manager. And I wouldn't stop at a verbal yay or nay either. Get it on email so that you have a written record if the same situation comes up down the road. When I was in the Air Force, the core values were hammered into me constantly, and they're right up there on the screen for you to read. It's basically do the right thing, which is not necessarily the easy thing. There are also some technical solutions out there to help keep technological ethics in line, like the tool Turnitin, which may not be perfect, but it does a really good job for what it's designed for, which is scouring the internet and looking for identical information from papers that are submitted into its database. Feel free to write about these or other topics in this week's discussion question. And here are the references, and thanks for watching.